Apologies in advance if I'm like a bit harsh in this video because I wanted to take the week off because it's my birthday week, and I just cannot do that because the reception on the leader is already pretty terrible and he hasn't even been out for a full 24 hours. So I want to throw my hat in the ring. I want to just cover this character, and I get criticized for breathing incorrectly, so I am not really scared of people like trashing my opinion on this character because I am just immune to it at this point. So let's talk about the leader, who I think is very, very good. And why is that? Well, in 2024, I'm looking for characters that excel at something, and I'll be completely honest, there is no one better for regen or power gain matchups than the leader, and it's kind of proven in this like 42-second Galanterax fight, and he just obliterated it because the power gain manipulation is just off the charts for this character. Now let's go to the regen. Here we have this Red Guardian fight, and this is a controlled regen. It's nothing too crazy, but he still takes the fight very well, and like there is literally 0 times in the matchup where Red Guardian regens any percent of health. Like seriously, he just shuts down healing so easily, and it is honestly really, really nice, and it's also very easy to access as well. So when it comes to like regen reversal, I don't see myself using anyone other than the leader. He is just the best for it in my opinion. Of course there are other options, but when it comes to just like being the best at it, I think the leader is the best at it. So yeah, already a great sign for this character. But yeah, now it's SP3 time, and the SP3 gives a pretty nice degen, and like with the Furies, it's good damage overall. He is not like the best DPS out there, obviously, like he has his niche for sure, but it is good enough to close out most fights. So yeah, it's cool. This is I think 500,000 health, and he closes it out with the SP3, so it's definitely good enough in my opinion. So yeah, here the degen is ticking pretty nicely. We go back in, drop a relic in a second, I'm pretty sure. Do we? Yeah, we do. And there we go. That was like what, a minute? Not too shabby in the slightest. But now we have this Dragon Man fight. This one is pretty cool because this has Rise to Power, and it also has this node where like whenever the opponent tries to gain power while they have a Wither, you get a Fury. So yeah, the leader is perfect for this, and the result is just so dang funny, man. You have to check it out. So yeah, we're gonna drop the SP2, we're gonna get the power dissolve debuff, and that will just give us a ton of bonus damage. So yeah, check this out. We're gonna drop it, right? And look at what happens here. So yeah, a lot of damage there obviously, but now look at this. The power dissolve is doing crazy work, and yeah, that's game over. That was 30 seconds. Pretty nutty stuff, like really, really nutty stuff. Now we have this Hale and Hardy fight, and the leader, like I said, I think is the best regen control character in the game, so it's gonna be like pretty much light work for him. And the cool part is he actually does gain like steadfast, so yeah, he can just block any unblockable, and that includes this node as well, but I don't like showcase that for some reason. I probably should have because it's great utility. Like steadfast is really, really overpowered, and having like access to that on top of being like the best for healing and power gain control, you have a good character on your hands in my opinion. Like you have a really, really strong utility character. And then yeah, like the SP3 is just a nice damage bump on top of it. So yeah, I think he is a really well designed champion. Like really, really well done. Yeah, the SP3 also very cool to look at because he just drops that just out of nowhere. Really, really cool. And yeah, this matchup is pretty much over now. Like the degen damage is doing its work. The Spectre also is doing its work. So yeah, pretty much the perfect matchup for leader. And there we go, not too shabby at all. Also like a minute, I'm pretty sure, so pretty good time there as well. And yeah, a minute and 4 seconds. Now we have Gauntlet Dragon Man. This one is a bit of a tougher fight because this has aspect of evolution. So what this does is it gives him like bonus attributes after like every bar power gains, and this includes ability power rate, so his power gain is going to be pretty dang potent. However, the leader has up to a 200% wither, so he's going to counter it pretty much all the time still, which is really impressive, right? Because it's important to have like a lot of power gain reversal, because there are a ton of nodes that like increase the opponent's ability power rate. So having like a massive wither is really important. And now it's time to start cheesing him with this power dissolve, and it's doing its work already. Like, it's very, very nice. It keeps the fight under control. And yeah, the damage output from the dissolve debuff isn't like as good as it is in like the T-Rex fight or like the Dragon Man fight or the other Dragon Man fight, but it's still like really helpful, and it just lets the fight be controlled a bit better. So yeah, here we drop it again, and he's just not gaining that third bar of power. And guess what? He never gains it. Like, he is just under control for the entire fight, and it's so satisfying. So yeah, here we go back in. Just cannot gain that third power bar, which is so satisfying, man. Like, it's just the best feeling ever when like a character is just completely under control, and this guy is just the king of that. So it's like, yeah, I just think he's a good character, and you know what, I'm gonna just stick with that opinion because it's what I really believe. So yeah, this fight is almost done. It's a bit of a slow burner because we can't go to the SP3. Like, we could, but I favor just the control in this matchup more, and the SP2 just provides more control and like more benefit to that control. So yeah, it's over anyway. Like, just one more combo into the relic and we should be good. So it's, yeah, no big deal. And yeah, there we go. It was like, what, 1 minute and 54 seconds. Now, most characters can't even solo this fight if they tried, so I think this is pretty impressive. It's a good job by the leader. Now we have this Spite and Talon Hardy node. This one is cool because it has power gain and regen, and the leader reverses both of them. So it's like, yeah, this man is just eating good in this matchup. If there are like scenarios like this in Battlegrounds, he will be the most used character for it probably, because no one does it better. That's just the case with him. And I want to see how he does like versus equal rank characters in Battlegrounds, just like as a general like damage test. I think he does have his niche very like cut out for him, but when it comes to general DPS, that is like the one thing that I do want to test more of. So I think I will be buying this character to like play him and test him out like on the main account. So yeah, I'm excited for that for sure. If I get a 7-star, I'll be pumped, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, overall, I think this character is pretty dang good. I think his niche is, you know, taken care of really well by his kit, and I think he is the best at what he does. So I think that is just an automatic green flag. Like, I think he is fantastic overall. I'm impressed really. Like, he is so good in his like best matchups, and of course he's supposed to be, right? But like, he is the genuine best in those matchups when it comes to control. So yeah, I'm impressed with this champion. I like him a lot. If you don't like him, maybe try him out yourself. I don't know, man. Like, I really don't. But let me know your thoughts on the leader, and yeah, that's about it for me.